Japanese traditional theater. Originally, there'd be something called Kamishibai Oji-san, and these were old men that would ride around on their bikes with these old theaters, and they'd open up the theaters so they could tell stories to the children in the neighborhood, and they'd make their money by selling candy. So, today, I am going to read a story about Tanabata, the summer tradition that you guys may be seeing a bit outside where you're writing your wishes and doing star-themed origami. Today, we're gonna learn about the origins of the holiday of Tanabata, okay? So, another thing that you might hear, but you may not see, is this. Now, does anyone have an idea what this is? Hands up. No one knows? So, this is a Japanese percussion instrument called hyoshiki. Can we all try saying it together? Hyoshiki. Very good. So, this is used in theater like kabuki to kind of indicate the beginning of a story or important transitions in the story as well. All right? So, let's begin. The story of Tanabata. Once upon a time, there lived a lovely princess, the only daughter of the king of the sky. Her name was Princess Orihime. Princess Orihime, just like her name in Japanese suggests, was very good at weaving cloth. Every day, she wove very beautiful cloth with mesmerizing patterns of the clouds in the sky. The king was very pleased with his daughter's talents. "Your work is so fine. This is surely the cloth of the heavens," said the king. Orihime wove fabric for the king and made kimonos for the kingdom. Karan, 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 karan. Just like any other day, Orihime started weaving while singing softly. On the other side of the Milky Way, there was a young man named Hikoboshi, who was a cowherder. One day, when he was tending his cows, he heard Orihime's beautiful voice. "What an angelic voice! I wonder who's singing such a beautiful melody," wondered Hikoboshi. He took care of his cows every day while listening and humming along to Orihime's singing. One day, the king of the sky decided to introduce Orihime to Hikoboshi. "Orihime, you have been working very hard. Perhaps you will enjoy taking a break and getting to know one another." Later that day, Orihime and Hikoboshi met for the first time. "So you're the one that's always weaving and singing that lovely tune." "Oh, you're just as wonderful as I imagined," said Hikoboshi. "You must have been the one singing along to my melody. I've always dreamed of meeting you," replied Orihime. The couple smiled and looked into each other's happy faces, and then the two fell in love. The king was very happy because he thought that with their talents combined, they'll surely work harder than ever before. "With their help, our lives in the sky will be very rich and plentiful." After Princess Orihime crossed the Milky Way to meet Hikoboshi, they began to spend all of their time together. They enjoyed laughing, singing songs, and talking together. From morning till night, the couple chatted under the shade of a tree. While Princess Orihime combed her long black hair, Hikoboshi laid next to her and blew on a leaf whistle. It was all like a dream. Over time, Orihime's fingers forgot how to weave, and the strong hands of Hikoboshi forgot how to handle his herd. things continue this way, then the cloth of the heavens will be no more, and the cattle that plows the fields will disappear, said the worried king. He missed the couple's unsurpassable power and was so very disappointed. The king was worried that they would never get back to work. The kingdom needed the two of them to take care of their responsibilities. Finally, the king was forced to drive the happy couple apart. He returned Princess Orihime to the eastern bank of the Milky Way and Hikoboshi to the western bank. Orihime returned to weaving her cloth, and Hikoboshi returned to take care of his cattle. Neither of them were singing or humming their tunes as they worked. Unable to be with each other, they became very sad. Oh, I want to see Hikoboshi. I want to hear his sweet voice again, cried Orihime. She missed him very much. I wonder how Orihime is doing. If only I could get one more look at her, I'd be so happy, thought Hikoboshi. The couple's faces became pale as they slowly grew thinner and thinner. It upset the king to see both of them so sad. Oh, what should I do? Said the king. I know. I'll let them meet just once a year. So it was decided. He would let the two of them meet every July 7th. This encouraged Princess Orihime to work very hard every day while looking forward to see her Hikoboshi once again. Hikoboshi worked just as hard to take good care of his cattle. Finally, the day had come. Orihime and Hikoboshi were both overjoyed and rushed to the banks of the Milky Way, the river of the stars. But then it began to rain. It started softly and gently, but became stronger and stronger, and soon was a raging storm. The starry river rose in waves so high that it could not be crossed. Hikoboshi and Orihime started to think that they would never be able to see each other again, or maybe not even until next year. Suddenly, thousands of magpies flew to the banks of the Milky Way and lined up their wings to create a bridge reaching from one bank to the other. Orihime and Hikoboshi rushed onto the bridge and fell into each other's arms. They were reunited for the rest of that day. July 7th, the day that Orihime and Hikoboshi meet, became known as Tanabata, which means the evening of the 7th. During Tanabata every year, everyone in Japan hopes for clear skies so that Orihime and Hikoboshi can be reunited. On the night of Tanabata, if you look into the sky, you can see the constellations of Vega, also known as Princess Orihime, and Altair, also known as Hikoboshi, shining happily next to one another. The end. The story of Tanabata. So, if you want to stick around, we have one more story that we can read to tell you guys about this tradition. So this is called Minabe Tanabata. So this is a story about two kindergartners who are preparing for a Tanabata school play. So, are you guys interested? All right, so let's do another. So, one cool thing about Kamishibai is that you guys see the pictures at the front, but on the last page, I have the words back here. So when I pull this picture from the front, the story is on the back so I can read and so you can see. So that's how it works. All right, so let me switch out these stories and then we'll jump right in. Making decorations to hang onto bamboo branches. Look, there's Ayako. She's writing Orihime, the star weaver, on her piece of paper. Good job. All right. The teacher hung the decorations on the bamboo branches, and then she said, "Class, I have a wonderful idea. Why don't we put on a play to celebrate Tanabata?" Yeah, let's do it. We'll put on a play that tells the story of Tanabata, the legend of two stars, Orihime, the weaver star, and Hikoboshi, the herder star. So who will she pick? Now, who would like to play Orihime? Ayako's heart began to grow faster and faster because she wanted to play Orihime very bad. Clap, clap. How about Yoshiko-chan? She can play Orihime, said the teacher. Yoshiko was so happy because she got to play the weaver star. Ayako, however, was very disappointed. Now, we'll pick someone to play Hikoboshi, the herder star. Let's have Hiroshi-chan play that part. The rest of you will play the stars, the raindrops, and the magpies, and we'll start practicing tomorrow, said the teacher. When Ayako woke up the next morning, it was raining. Mom, I don't want to go to kindergarten today. Why not? Is it because of the rain? Well, I'm playing the role of a magpie in class, but I really wanted to play Orihime. So that's it. You know, Ayako, the magpie is a very pretty bird and also very kind. So how about we'll just go to school and do your best. All right. Ayako's mother took her to school. Look at all the puddles, Mom. They're everywhere. Okay, Ayako. I'll be the magpie and you can be Orihime, and I'll help you cross the puddle. Ayako's mom took her hand and helped her jump across the puddle. Mom, this is so fun. I'm a weaver star. At school, the practice began. Orihime is busy making an obi belt to take as a gift to the herder star. Oh, I finally finished the obi. Now I get to visit Hikoboshi. But oh no, it starts to rain. Pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter. The children who are playing the raindrops begin to dance. I have to go even in this rain? Hikoboshi is waiting for me, Orihime said. She held the belt to protect it from the rain, but when she came to the river, she couldn't cross because the Milky Way had flooded. Oh no, I can't cross the river. I won't be able to see Hikoboshi. What am I gonna do? But then the magpies came to help her. Orihime, they said, please cross the river. Don't be afraid. And then the magpies took her hand and helped her cross the Milky Way. Ayako, the magpie, remembered what her mother had done for her that morning. She thought, Mother's right. The magpie is a kind bird. Without the magpie's help, Orihime would never have made it across the river. Oh, Hikoboshi, please come take this obi that I wove for you. Thank you, Orihime. It's very beautiful. The first practice was great, said the teacher. All of the students rejoiced and they were happy because they did such a good job. On the way back home, Ayako and her friend Taro saw a little girl who was having trouble crossing the street. Taro, that girl wants to cross the street. I can help her. Yeah, we can both help her. Let's all cross together. You know, Taro, we're just like magpies. We sure are. We're helping a little girl that's in trouble. The magpie really is a kind bird. I'm glad that I got to play that part in the play after all. Yeah, me too. And I'm sure tomorrow's rehearsal will be even better. I'm really happy that I ended up being the role of the magpie. Me too. Tomorrow, the play will go perfect. I think so too. The end. All right, so we're gonna do a little bow, okay? One, two, three. All right. Thank you guys. That concludes our Kamishibai story time. Feel free to enjoy the games in the auditorium.
Like, share, and subscribe for more videos. See you around.